All right. We've got a game here. It's a regular season game. The first one both for the Falcons and the Twin Bridge Lightning Pinckard team. It's Lath Bearcat looking for a shot. That's going to go down wide, but deflected by one of the Lightning players. Good effort. Cleared by the Lightning. Now the Falcons back to reset. It is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. This is a matchup between the 12U-C2 teams. Both teams, again, back in the standings as they haven't played a regular season matchup yet. Falcons will pick up their first win, as will the Lightning. This is Pinckard clearing it out. 3-on-1, but Powell coming back to support. And a good effort by Waldman as he stopped a shot from the Lightning. Now Schmidt with possession. And a good job by Klatt to clear it away. That's sent back toward Waldman. Klatt, though, getting his stick on it. Klatt back to Bollinger. Bollinger on the attack. He's going to look for a shot. And smothered up by the Lightning goalie. And a good effort there. That's number 31, the goalie for the Lightning. We don't have Ty, Giles, Waldman, Klatt, and Bollinger. Bollinger here at center to face off. Bollinger clears over to Ty. Ty back to Giles. But Lightning end up with possession. Now it's Ty. Pass over to Klatt. Down low. Klatt with a one-timer attempt and couldn't connect. Ty looking for a shot, but deflected wide. Giles trying to collect this puck. Finally sent loose by the Lightning. That was number 19, Chen. Picked up by Waldman. Waldman was attempting to clear, but sent it off the body of Chen. Pinckard now looking for something, but cleared up ahead by Waldman. Grabbed by number 43, Copeland, and that's offsides. Copeland, correction. Both teams will now face off on the spectator side, just on the neutral zone side of the blue line. It's now Osik, Ethan Kane, George at center. Bella Bradick and Barks back on defense. Number 2, Glenn looking for a shot. Picked up by the Falcons. Now it's George. George trying to carry it out, but stopped by Chen. Now Chen shifting up. He'll look for a shot. Puck down low. It's saved by Gerard Walk. What a save. And a good opportunity for the Lightning early in the game. It's 8:21 on the clock now as the referees blew that one dead. Now it's Powell trying to get his stick on it ahead of Kern. Powell shifting up, shot, rebound, picked up by Bearcat, and save again by 31. What an effort by the Lightning goalie. And he loses his glove, hands it barehanded to the referees. How the puck's delivered. Vogt now on the ice. He slips past, sends it down deep, just ahead of the red line, is smartly. Bearcat and Harrison back on defense. Lightning looking to clear. Just past Bots. Harrison coming up to squeeze. He gets his stick on it. Sent over toward Duncan. Duncan will look for a shot. That's a shot. And a save. Rebound picked up by Powell down low. Lightning still attempting to clear it out. Finally get it done. Bearcat got his stick on it. Sent down low yet again. Vogt sending it up ahead, but Falcons couldn't reset. That's offside. 7:01 now on the clock. I don't know why I thought that was Falcons people. Did anything happen down there? It's not live right now because my video quality, I can't figure it out. So the recording will be posted right after the game. But people will still be able to watch it. I'll let the whole team know after too. Platt looking for a shot. Nope. Picked up by the Lightning. Platt deflects it back again. Now Ty chasing down in the corner. He'll have sole possession. Ty centering pass up to Platt. Platt looking for another shot. Deflected off Chen's body. Kept in by Waldman. Waldman back down to the corner. This will go behind the net. And the Lightning looking to clear. Pushed by Platt. Not called as a penalty. Over to Ty. Ty with a shot. That's wide. Bollinger. They send it up ahead. Shot, but deflected off of number 11, Spalding. Falcons still looking for another shot. Loose puck. And grabbed by Chen. Now Ty. Now Platt. Now Giles. Giles. Shot. Down low. Picked up by Bollinger, who sends another one, and that one was just past the left post. Giles trying to get this puck. And the Lightning will clear it out. Both teams chasing after as it's going to go down the length. And number 97, Barrett, chasing after Waldman. But Waldman arrived first. Now in the hands of Bollinger, who looked to exit. And a good job by 42, Schreider, to keep it in for the Lightning. It's Giles off the boards, over to Ty. Ty collecting it. Now to Bollinger. Ty chasing after. Ty's going to have a breakaway opportunity. Spalding behind. Ty shot. And a big save. Picked up by Chris Platt. And that's the first goal of the game. Isaac Ty with an assist, Chris Platt with a goal. And 4:50 in the first gives the Falcons their lead. Now in the hands of George. George up ahead to Kane. Kane working to poke it away from Copeland. And Kane with possession, he'll send it down deep. And And the goalie for the Lightning, keen to stop the puck and smother it as opposed to letting the Falcons have clear possession. So a good spot by the goalie. Kane with a shot. Deflected. Now George with another shot. Lost puck down in traffic. Now in the hands of O-C. Back to Kane. Kane with a shot. Deflected down. George. Now it's the Falcons who, in traffic, couldn't collect it and get anything clear out. Kane off the boards. Now Lightning looking to exit their own zone. George now with possession. He'll send it back down low. And it's the goalie who stops it. And again goes gloveless and hands the puck to the referee. I like this goalie. That's number 31 for the Lightning. Have an offsides call, I believe, and that stops the clock at 3:29. Powell, Bearcat, George, Vogt, and Harrison all on the ice. Actually, correction, that's Duncan. Duncan at right wing, Powell at left, Bearcat at center. Vogt and Harrison back on defense. Vogt will chase this one and pick it up off the boards. Sends it ahead toward Powell. Powell is all alone, shot up ahead, saved by number 31 for the Lightning. A nice sportsmanlike effort there by number 10, Murphy, for the Lightning to get a pass off. Now it's Bearcat looking for a shot, deflected, and a save. No, it's Bearcat, Powell, and they called it a save. They called it a goal. But it looks like the goalie's contesting that. Not sure if they'll let it fly, but I believe that's a goal. So Bearcat with the assist officially on that one at 2:58 in the first. Powell credited with the goal. Back on the attack, it's Bollinger now with possession. Bollinger up ahead, picked off by Chen. Now number 86 with a clear line. He'll shift into the neutral zone, but a good back-checking effort by Ty as Ty picks it off, and he'll head the opposite direction. Now Ty into the center. Pressure by Chen. Platt overhead. And Ty goes down, no tripping called. It's a 3-on-2 if the Lightning can keep possession, and they'll not have an offsides called. Schmidt shifting over. Now to Waldman. Waldman up to Bollinger. Grabbed by Schmidt. Picked off by Bollinger. Bollinger now. He's going to look for a shot. Shot in glove save by 31. 1:47 on the clock as time is stopped. Good job by the Lightning to clear that loose puck out from the doorstep. O-C looking for a shot. That's deflected. Good save by 31. Now another shot. Saved by 31. Tucked in by Bella Bradick up top. Then by Barks, correction. Now it's the Lightning, but he'll have 3 players on him. Lightning looking to squeeze off a shot. That's going to be a shot saved by Walk. Kane now with possession. Lost it though, over to O-C. Finally cleared out. It's Copeland who will grab this one. Copeland looking to get something going. Kane was chasing it down. Now in the hands of the Lightning. Pressure by Bella Bradick. Nice back-checking effort. Now it's George. George all alone over on the right-hand side. He'll look for a wrist shot and save by 31. "15 seconds remains here in the first period." Pass over by Kane. George and O-C chasing after. And nothing left to do as time winds down in the first. We now head into the second period. Players getting an intermission near their bench side. A quick word from the coaches. Hey Parker, nice shutout, bud. You did a good job out there. Hey, and better yet, you didn't get involved in that stuff. Who? Harrison trying to send it ahead. Over to Bearcat. Bearcat shifting into the low slot. Now Powell down on the doorstep. Shot backhand, but just wide. That was Trice, number 31. And deflected, picked up by the Lightning. Lightning trying to clear it out. And unfortunately, it was Duncan who actually kept it in. Looked like it crossed the blue line, but not called by the referee. Powell now, centering pass over. It was actually Bearcat to Powell. And then Powell back to Bearcat. Puck off the boards in the corner. It's going to get picked up by Harrison. Off the stick of Harrison, kept in by Vogt. And no, that's offsides as the puck just barely crossed the blue line. And both teams will now face off here on the spectator side in the neutral zone. Bollinger at center, Platt at right, Ty at left, Giles and Woldman back on defense. Lightning waiting to get reset. 10:56 on the clock here in the second period. It's Barrett for the Lightning trying to send it ahead and clear it out of their own zone, but Platt keeps it in. Platt on the attack now. He has possession down in the corner. Centering pass, but picked off by number 94. Now it's Waldman. Ty getting pressure from behind. Looks like he was shoved down, and both teams getting a little bit of physical on the boards. Nothing serious. Puck smothered up by Trice, and that stops the clock at 10:07. Cleared out, and now it's Chin chasing after. Chin's going to look for a breakaway shot. He chips it down low, walk waiting, and a good effort by the Falcons to prevent anything from materializing. Kane trying to carry it out, just passed, now in the hands of George. George goes down, he'll lose it, but it's George and Osik. George now with possession. He'll lose it. Kane sends it the opposite way. That'll bounce off the boards. Ooh, and we'll have a tripping call. No call, actually. And everybody falling down now. It's Kane. Kane with an opportunity, but George shifts over just before Kane can get in, and that's offsides. Looking, that's collected by Bearcat, kicked over to Powell. Powell off the boards. They send it down deep. It's Falcons on the forecheck now. Powell over to Duncan. Duncan with a shot just behind Trice. Over to Powell. Powell couldn't grab the pass or the shot. Now Ty sending it toward the goalie. Actually, that's Vogt. As Trice stopped Vogt's shot. That stops the clock at 8:33. Powell with a shot. That's a save again by Trice. Trice has been good in net. Deflected back toward the net, off the knee pad of one of the Lightning players. And Harrison giving a little poke to number 14. Picked up down low. Duncan looking for a shot. And it's the Lightning who try to carry it out. But Harrison doing a good job getting in the mix. He stopped the effort to carry it out. Now in the hands of Duncan. Duncan with a shot and score. It's Falcons back on the board. Duncan with a wrist shot over the body of Trice down low. That's at 7:33 here in the second period. Teams now in the neutral zone, cleared over ahead toward Waldman. Waldman off the boards, but lost it as the effort by Leverich, number 13 for the Lightning, kept it in. Leverich now still searching for the puck. Waldman back up ahead, kept in by Inlow. Good job by the Lightning, but it's Chris Klatt now Chris Klatt trying to get something going. Kicked off Chris Klatt's shoes. He's going to shift over, looking for a wrist shot. Off the body of Trice. Nice leg pad save by Trice. Lightning trying to clear it out. Lost in that overhead to end low. Leverett's chasing after. It's Giles who gets there first. 6:40 on the clock. We'll clear that up toward Bollinger. Kept in by number 24 for the Lightning. And now Chris Klatt looking to grab it. Chris Klatt on a breakaway. He'll have clear shot. He's going to shift over and stopped by Trice. Waldman tried to kick it. This loose puck may get picked up by Leverett as he chases Giles down. 6:05 on the clock remains. Giles pass up ahead, but 4 Lightning players in wait up at the point. That one cleared into the neutral zone. Now kicked up past the blue line. That's offsides. Good job, Gerard. Let's go, Sophia. .549 on the clock. Sophia Armstrong in net. This is George at center, Kane at right, Osik at left. We've got Bella Bradick and Barks back on defense. Bella Bradick up ahead to Barks, actually George. That one kicked into the Falcons' offensive zone. Kane chasing after, now Osik in the hands of Pinckard. Pinckard carrying it out. And Bella Bradick trying to get his stick on it. Now George as well. Bella Bradick couldn't contain it. That's now through to the neutral zone. Picked up by Osik. Now ahead. Armstrong will stop it with her puck. Armstrong shifting over. And the Lightning looking for a shot down low. Loose puck still. Armstrong smothers. 5:07 on the clock here in the second period. Harrison trying to clear this out. Harrison trying to pick up a head of steam. Sends it over toward Duncan, but now in the hands of Pinckard. Duncan pressuring, getting his stick in there. Now Duncan looking for a centering pass over toward Powell. It's Trice pushing it away from the net. Back in the hands of Duncan. Duncan with centering pass. Picked up by Barricat, who looks for a shot, but Lightning sticks get in the way. Now Powell with another shot. That's going to go to the opposite side of the rink. Duncan with a shot and a left leg pad save by Trice. Grabbed by Duncan, shot again. Sliding save by the Lightning as they finally try to carry it out, can't get it done. Falcons still on the attack. Duncan chasing this loose puck down around the corner. Pass over to Barricat. Barricat to Powell. Powell with a shot and score. That's Barricat to Powell. 3:59 on the clock. That's Barricat's second assist. And Powell's second goal. That was a backhand shot by Powell. Schmidt with possession on the boards will clear it back behind, but now over to Klatt. Klatt to Ty. Ty with a shot, picked up by Bollinger. Bollinger knocked down, no penalty called. And a good sequence there. Defensively for the Lightning, but offensively as well. Now Lightning back on the attack. Nice pass up ahead. It's Schmidt looking for a shot. Armstrong with a save. It's in her leg pad save for Sophia Armstrong. 3:23 on the clock in the second period. A nice opportunity, great passing by the Lightning in the neutral zone to get it up ahead to number 84, Schmidt. Schmidt, who had a good shot attempt, and it bounced through the legs of Armstrong, but Armstrong able to drop down and sit on it like a chicken on an egg. Face off now down low for the Falcons as they try to clear, is kept in by the Lightning. George at center, Bella Breda, Barks, Osik, and Kane all on the ice. Kane with possession behind the net. They'll send it up ahead. Kane actually lost it, then kept it, now into the neutral zone. Falcons chasing after. Now up, back the other way. Kane chasing from behind. Kane will get his stick on it, but to George now. Lightning trying to clear it out. In the hands of George. George shifting down into the low slot. Shot saved by number 31, Trice. Barks looking for a shot. That was a backhand shot, low and slow. Now Kane looking for something. Kane clears it down. Saved by Trice. Loose puck. And Kane still trying to send it in, but Kane getting a shove, and Kane shoving back. Hey, Dan. Harrison, who was trying to get a shot off. Loose puck back around the boards, picked up by Vogt. Vogt sliding shot. That's deflected back behind the net. Picked up by Duncan. Duncan with looked to be an error pass, and that was off the helmet of one of the Lightning players. Duncan will get sent to the sin bin for checking, I believe, as he was pushing in the back. So Duncan with a checking or roughing penalty, I believe. 1:56 in the second. That gives the Lightning a one-player advantage right now. Armstrong waiting to see if she can stop any shots that come her way. Chen looking for one. Picked up by Powell, though. He clears out into the neutral zone, but Copeland gets there first. Copeland up ahead, then Barakat back to Powell. Powell shorthanded. He's going to try to shift ahead of Schmidt. Shot by Powell. Glove saved by Trice. And that stops the clock at 1:40. 1:15 remains on the power play for the Lightning. Where did Parker go? Maxwell? Harrison? Waldman up to Klatt. Nice passing. Lightning trying to carry it out, but a good effort by Giles to keep it in. Now it is the Lightning who look to clear, but kept in by Giles again. And now Klatt off the boards as he'll collect and looking for a pass. Picked up by Isaac Tide and lost. 34 seconds remaining on the power play for the Lightning as the Falcons find themselves still in the attacking zone for a majority of this period. Lightning trying to clear it out. Kept in by Giles yet again. That's going to be a sliding shot and glove saved by Trice. Kane with a shot from the low slot. That was sliding, but a nice save by Trice. A couple players get tumbled up. Sent back down the other way. Lightning will need to get reset. Schmidt sending it back ahead. Back the other way. It's Bollinger who's going to chase from behind Schmidt. Bollinger trying to get a stick on it. Now over to Osik. Osik clears it down to the corner. We're back to full strength, and that's also the end of the second period. We'll head into the third. 4-goal lead for the Falcons. As much of the power play was spent in the Falcons' own attacking zone. And they don't believe there was a shot by the Lightning on their own power play. Falcons sending out their line. It's Duncan at right, Powell at left, Bearcat at center. Harrison and Vogt back on defense. Duncan should have a fresh set of legs as he's coming in back out of the sin bin on a checking call, checking or roughing. And number 96, Pinckard, will face off against Bearcat as we open things here in the third. Duncan clearing it over. Now back to Bearcat. Bearcat over to Duncan. Duncan reaching. Duncan sends it up. Saved by Trice. Trying to get another shot. It's Powell over to Duncan. Now Chen breaking out. Chen 2-on-1 with Schmidt on the right side, but a good back-checking effort as Vogt pressured that puck away. Vogt now trying to clear it past Pinckard. Harrison with his stick in the mix. Puck frozen over on the boards. Loose now and poked back out by Vogt. Now in the hands of Duncan. Duncan and Powell on the attack. Nice shift around. Shot and save by Trice. Over to Powell. Powell looking for a one-timer, but couldn't corral the puck. Sending it over to Duncan. Duncan looking for something. Goalie Powell pressuring. Lightning trying to clear it out. Vogt will grab this off the boards. He'll look for a long shot. That's going to get deflected over. Picked up by Powell. Powell shooting, but a right leg pad saved by Trice. Bearcat down in the corner. Now Duncan off the boards. He had his stick on it. But the Lightning clearing it. Now it's Vogt. Vogt will swing around. Vogt up ahead. Now to Duncan. Duncan loses it. Duncan with a shot and save. Deflected wide just past the right post. Now Duncan again looking for another shot. The pressure from behind by number 2. And it's Vogt doing a good job. Falcons still looking to reset. Bearcat still offsides though. That stops the clock at 9:36. Probably good to not get involved. Lightning collect it, try to clear it through. That's offsides. Stops the clock at 9:04 here in the third period. You like that? Passed Barks into the hands of Bella Bradick and cleared in. Unfortunately, that's offside. Stops the clock at 8:33. That gives us a line change. Ty, Barks, Platt all headed off. Bella Bradick as well. It's Duncan at right, Powell at center, or Powell at left, Bearcat at center. Vogt and Harrison back on defense. Now to Powell. Powell with possession. Over to Vogt. Vogt trying to clear it. Kept in by Harrison. Picked up by Copeland for the Lightning. Copeland off the boards. Powell deflecting, but now in the hands of Vogt. Vogt looking for a shot. Off the body at 36. Now it's loose. But it's Vogt who picks it up. And Falcons reset. They're trying to still clear it ahead. Powell looking to get his stick in the action. Kept in again. Now finally cleared. Harrison who will get there first. Harrison with a ton of speed on that. His skating has gotten markedly better. Now it's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Copeland trying to get there first. She gets her stick in the mix. Duncan chasing after, and Copeland doing a good job keeping the attack off. Now to Vogt. Vogt up ahead. And a right leg pad save, initially by Trice. Again, a right leg pad save, as that puck was still loose. Well, we'll keep it in up top. Sends it through the legs of Murphy. Down through the corner, picked up by Duncan. Vogt again with a shot. 7 minutes remains. And the gloves lost by Trice. Harrison, keeping it in at the point. A good job by Harrison. And again, another nice effort by Harrison up top. That's picked up by Duncan. Duncan goes down on the stick of a Lightning player. No penalty called. Powell with a shot. That's going to get picked up by Duncan. Duncan again with a shot. Picks up his own rebound and scores. And that's Duncan's second of the game. Falcons still looking to get an attack going. And it's Giles carrying it up ahead. That'll get sent just past the red line. It's going to be called good. Ethan Kane picking it up. Pass up to Osik. Osik sending it ahead. Loose puck still. Kane with a shot. And it must have just went off the post. It looked like it went in, but not called. Had to have gone off the post. Waldman with possession. He'll circle around the blue line. He sends it up ahead. That may lose steam. Actually, it's called clear. No icing. 5:37 remains in the third period. Spalding for the Lightning. She'll send it around the boards. Grabbed by Giles on the perimeter. Deflected. Giles again sends it the opposite direction, this time on the player side. George trying to grab this puck. Picked up by Osik. Sent down wide. Deflected off the stick of Trice. Lightning still trying to clear. Kept in by Waldman. Waldman up to George. George lost it momentarily, picked up by Osik, loose again. Now George trying to spin around. Now Giles with a shot. That goes wide. Lightning will pick it up, looking to clear it out. Kane with a shot toward the net, deflected by 42. 42 now trying to clear. Osik coming in off the line change. Didn't get his stick on it. Giles still keeping it in. Over to George. George off the skate of Chen. Kane and Waldman coming off on a line change as well. That will bring out Bella Bradick and Platt. Now Bollinger on the attack. Bollinger getting a shot. And the Falcons have spent the last few minutes in their own attacking zone pretty much uninterrupted. Giles still fighting to keep it in. Lightning carrying it out now. And a good effort by Bella Bradick. Now picked up by Klatt. Klatt looking for a shot. He's going to spin around and score. As Klatt shifted from left to right and made the goalie move, and Klatt sent it in to the right side of the net. That's Chris Klatt's second goal. They have two, but they must be playing full games. That's actually up to 6 now for the Falcons. Two scores by Powell, 2 by Klatt, and 2 by Duncan. Klatt looking for a hat trick. danger. Bella right it. Cleared out by the Lightning. And a good back-checking effort by the Falcons. Now Bollinger on the attack. He'll work to clear it up ahead. Tie, though. Offsides. Not called by the referee. But finally, as Pat was caught off guard and on the wrong side of the blue line as the puck moved ahead. That stops the clock at 2:26. Powell with possession. And a little miscommunication at the clock, I guess, where they pressed the buzzer, but still 2:14 remains here in the third period. So we'll reset and face off on the Lightning side in the neutral zone. Bearcat at center, Powell at left, Duncan at right, Vogt and Harrison back on defense. That'll get cleared ahead by Bearcat up to Powell. Powell with a shot. That's a leg pad save by Trice for the Lightning. 2:06 now on the clock. Okay, now I'm down there. Chin sending it up ahead, now over to Twining. Lightning were looking for an attack, but now it's Vogt with possession as he wraps around. Vogt pass off the boards toward Bearcat. Now off Bearcat's skate to Powell. Powell will send it down to the opposite corner. Falcons on the forecheck now. Harrison to Duncan. Picked up by the Lightning. Lightning trying to clear it. Now in the hands of Harrison. Harrison was looking for a shot, but that was just off the skate of one of the Lightning players. Now Bearcat trying to get it something centered toward Powell, but a good job by the Lightning to clear it out. Vogt trying to get his stick on it. Lightning again trying to clear. And kept in by the Falcons. 53 seconds remains in the game. That's Duncan keeping it in over on the perimeter. He's got it in the corner, centering pass over toward Powell. What a save by Trice. Powell trying to get his stick in there, and I'm sure the Lightning are not happy with that. Trice doing a good job though, smothering that puck. Off the boards, picked up by Waldman. Waldman sends it back down to the corner. Kane chasing after behind the net. Copeland's there first, but Kane gets his stick on it. Kane will now chase it down to the opposite corner, looking for a centering pass. Nice centering pass over toward Osik. Osik with a sliding shot, now picked up by Kane. Kane with a shot off the back of the net. 2 seconds remains. That's time. And that leaves the Falcons victorious. Armstrong and Walk will get a shutout collectively. That's 2 goals by Powell, 1 in the first at 2:58. Nice sliding shot into the net on the right side, and then a backhand shot at 3:59 in the second. Chris Klatt with a goal in the first and third periods, one off a rebound, and then one where he shifted left to right and sent one into the back of the net. Leif Bearcat with a couple assists, Isaac Ty with an assist, and Grant Duncan with the sole penalty of the game, collecting 2 goals of his own, one in the second, nice wrist shot goal, and another in the third, a rebound off his own wrist shot, and that will total up to 6. Again, today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. It's a regular season game, the first for both the Lightning and the Falcons. Falcons rising up to 1-0-0. The Lightning dropping down to 0-1-0. And that will do it for tonight. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next time.